Hey, everybody, welcome to the draft here, the 2025 draft for Mr. Meeseeks. And let's see if we can get our dun, 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 if we can get our team up there, the draft, which is starting soon. We have the second pick in this year's draft. So let's see. All right, that is looking good. Put us down below. Gonna move us over here. Okay. So here we go, everybody. This is the Mr. Meeseeks. And again, we have the number 2 pick here in the draft. So I'm going to bring this up and see how things are looking. All right. Again, this is the Mr. Meeseeks team, and we have the number 2 pick in this draft. So go, Meeseeks, go. So go, Meeseeks. All right. So we are running here, and got the Meeseeks. You can see what's happening here for the draft. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller right now. All right. So fantasy. All right. So we've got our trying to do the rankings. Okay, so I kind of see where we're at. All right, here we go. Andy has the first pick. All right. So one of the challenges with fantasy football is the finding reliable rankings. So I've got up my Fantasy Pro Sports. Um, so CBS doesn't have it easily sortable, which is a real pain. So Andy's listening on YouTube. Um, I am not finding like just an easy sortable by position. All right, we're down to 57 seconds and the draft is going to kick off. Yeah, everything is like behind a paywall. All right. Here we go. It's 15 seconds to go for the fantasy football draft. Let's see who Andy takes. Andy is on the board. Whoa! Andy just took Robinson, so that kind of sucks. Um, oh. What the hell? Jeez. Saquon Barkley, welcome aboard. That was a lot tougher than it should have been. All right, so this is taking a while. All right, Jamar Chase is off the board. Thought about him, but just thought Saquon had a awesome season, so hoping to build off of that. All right, we don't draft again till the 19th pick. Jeez. I am not feeling like this is going smooth. I don't know. It's kind of different. So we draft offense and defense. And Matt Forte. Andrews just drafted Cutler, Jay Cutler. Yikes. Christian McCaffrey. Whoa. I don't know about that. Well, I'm in some serious trouble down here at 19th. Yikes. All right. Let's see how this holds up for us. We're going to have to be let's see what it looks like for quarterbacks. Yikes. Wow, not thrilled about this. All right, so we have 2 picks until our turn. And let's see what's happening here. So man. Somebody needs to pick now. Pick. Who's up? We got back-to-back picks coming from Andy. It's Mike. Right now, Mike is being served with a legal summons because of his waiver wire antics. So he's probably off his game right now. This is crazy. Who did you Jonathan Taylor? Holy smokes. What in the world? Well, that opens the door for the Meeseeks to go after the receiver they wanted. Welcome to the Meeseeks, our good friend, Brian Thomas Jr. Kyrene Williams, who is that? The Rams will go through like 15 running backs this year. Jeez. Andy, come on, buddy. You got to make the pick. My name, who did Andy take? No! No. Hertz was on, but we're going with wow, that hurts. That is painful. Well, all right. Welcome to the Meeseeks, Joe Burrow. Very disheartening, Andy. Bad Andy. Now I get to pick in like another hour. Wow. Jeez. Christ. Everybody I put up in my queue is getting picked off. Man, this is not good. Jeez. I'm in bad shape here. This is not good. 9 picks until my turn. I'm going to have to rely on the waiver wire, which pretty much means I'm cooked. Disheartening. Patrick Mahomes. All right. So we need to kind of check what's cooking here for what's left on the board. It dried up fast. It's like drilling a well down to 10,000 feet to get water. This is not ideal for us. But there's always the waiver wire. All right. Um, man. I'm not really seeing any value here. We've turned it over to AI. Oh, Lord. Five picks until my turn. It's bad. It's very bad. What? Brock Bowers? The hell's he, a defensive tackle? Trey McBride? Lad McConkle. Yeah, that guy's decent. Oh, Lord. We are in trouble. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, my. It's not good. All right. Meeseeks on the board. Um, Let's see. Man, this is just bad. Welcome to the Meeseeks, Kenneth Walker III. All right, we are back on. Let's see if we can salvage something here. All right. All right, here we go. Welcome, Marvin Harrison Jr. to the Pals. You're not the Pals. We are the Meeseeks, but welcome to the Meeseeks, buddy. Marvin Harrison Jr. Step on up. We won't pick for a long 14 picks. All right. All right, Meeseeks. We are the Meeseeks. The question is, how's Andy doing? My guess is not that well. Terry Tate, the office linebacker. All right. Here we go. The Meeseeks are seeing what's up here. What's up, Meeseeks? Trying to get the. I don't know if my video froze here. I don't know what's going on in this side screen. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay, so. All right, well, the Meeseeks are doing what the Meeseeks do. All right, so kind of shopping players around here. So The Meeseeks live stream. This is awesome stuff. So we are here. This is the Meeseeks live stream.
Rising up, it's a time to shine. Gotta rise up, rise, every play, every line. Meeseeks in the game, we're ready to fight. Wave the wise and trades, we'll take that fight. We're here to dominate, we'll never back down. In this draft, we're kings, wearing victory's crown. The energy's electric, you can feel it in the air. With every victory make, there's a spark we declare. In every challenge raised, we rise to the fall.
So I don't think he can. Travion Henderson. Oh no. You can't get huge until Rodgers dies. I cut Aaron Rodgers in the second half of the last game of last season. 7 picks. We're just hoping a couple of these guys hang around. So tune in to the Meeseeks to the live stream. Get over there. So got a lot of people. Terry Bradshaw in the house. Tony Romo. So we are the Meeseeks, the mighty, mighty Meeseeks. Seems to be taking a while here. So the Meeseeks, your 2021, 2014, and 2006 world champions in fantasy football. I forgot about the 2021 title. We got into the playoffs as a 6 seed and ran the table. Devontae Smith had him last year. Useless. So welcome to a boat anchor. Xavier Worthy will be quasi good until Rashee Rice comes back. I think he was on Andy's team last year. I remember talking to him. He just said, I don't care, like a lot of times. It's like, how's your season going? I'm like, how's it playing for Andy? Martha's Vineyard. He's like, it's like if I had a big eraser, I'd just erase that part of my life. Get that out of there. Kind of bookend around that. I'm like, really? He's like, man, I could tell you stories. And I said, I don't know. RJ Harvey? Who in the world is that? Toots McGilligan? What? No. Damn it. That sucks. Well, this is a major downer. All right. Jeez. Oh. This is not where I want to be. Man, this sucks. Well, we got Mark Andrews. Welcome aboard. Hawkinson, I was thinking about, but I don't know about the injury. I'm not sold on that. We had Sam Laporta on the phone. I was just talking to him. He's like, "Oh, wait a second, I got drafted by Bold Strategy." I'm like, "That's bad." And I heard him go. So Purdy's horrible. Badgers are really Christ around the deck again. This is not good, not good. Man, we were scrolling down. Oh, God, I don't want to do this. All right. Damn it. Well, I took Waddell because like Higgins is gone. I don't know. That wasn't a good one. Christ. 16 picks. Well, yeah, it's looking pretty bad now. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. 15 picks. AI is not helping. It'll give you like, here's the strength of this player versus this player. I'm like, pick one. I have 5 seconds. You know, it keeps guys in queue who have been drafted, which I'm not a fan of that. Jeez. Not a fan of that at all. Because like that should just automatically come off. Yeah, I don't know what to do at this point. Let's check the chat if there's any ideas. Ron Wayne, he's saying, keep your chin up. Upper Leamington. All right, guys. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this draft kind of grades out. Last year was like an A-, and I was 2-12, but I finished in 9th place. Finished the season with a win. So go Meeseeks.
Rising up, it's the time to shine. Gotta rise up, rise, every play, every line. Meeseeks in the game, we're ready to fight. We
All right. So we are back. And Zay Flowers, who was contemplated of coming to the Meeseeks, and we went with Jalen Waddell. Just don't think Baltimore is that reliable with your receivers because Lamar's going to take off and run it. So Zay's, really hasn't produced in his first couple seasons here. So I think that's a stretch. So we are here. There's 7 picks until our turn. We are now in round 8, 73rd pick. Someone just went off the board. Titarudu McMillan, wide receiver. Who is that? Rookie. Holy smokes, man. Hippolyto Picardo is still on the board. It's projected to finish in the top 7. Hippolyto Picardo, blazing speed of 4.14. Ricky Purcell, yeah. San Francisco's got its problems. So, oh man, Bo Nix is gone. That sucks. All right, we gotta try to salvage something out of this. All right, let's go Meeseeks. Dun dun da da da. Let's go Meeseeks. Let's go Meeseeks. It's time to start drafting defense. Pacheco. Yeah, I had him on. I had him in queue. So disheartening that he's gone. The old Pacheco played for Andy last year. Played for me a couple seasons ago. Kind of lasted a long time in this draft. So here we go, Meeseeks. All right, Caleb Johnson. Jeez. Man, this guy's been drafted 3 times. Brock Purdy. Kind of keeps re-entering the draft. All right, so we are 1 away. And I guess we'll welcome to the Meeseeks, Jared Goff. Welcome to the Meeseeks. Just take a look here. 24. Yeah. Jared Goff, welcome. Here you go. Joining the Meeseeks. My God, he's a happy. Oh, I got him on the phone here. Yep. Yeah, I understand that you didn't want to play for Andy. I saved you. All right. Holy smokes, it's back up for us, and we are not ready. Now we're just going for pure value. right, man. God, this sucks. Come on. All right. Shh. Honest to God, like AI takes forever to analyze these. But pick Jordan Mason because um, Aaron Jones is injured a lot and he's getting older. I thought Mason did a good job for me last year. So, and he'll be playing indoors. What? All right. Heading back over here. This isn't looking great. Get this the hell off of here. Kyler Murray, Zane Franklin, Willie Mays Hayes. Chris Olive, that guy's been useless. Rome, okay, so Chicago, you're not going to get anything. Jerry Judy, good guy, but man, he's never done much, right? So, man. Jacoby Myers. Christ, these guys aren't on my top 300 list. Come on. All right, 7 picks, so I guess, you know, this is useless. All right, that's not too bad. All right. Uh, all right. No. Wow. All right. 2 picks until my turn. 1 pick. Who does Calvin Ridley? That guy's ancient. Jordan Love. Braylon Allen. All right. We are pretty sure what we're going to do here. So, all right. Welcome to the Meeseeks. We are bringing in our good friend, the Denver Broncos defense. All right. Since the whole thing's kind of gone fart city for us here. Oh, man. All right. Well, that could be our pick. Let's go back to the whole all players, see what's left out there. Man, these guys are all pretty useless. Useless and useless. Nope, not making that mistake again. Oh, Lord. Edrin Cooper. There we go. So we got damn it. All right, we're gonna go back here to no. I don't see any of these guys. Jeez. Well, that sucks. Brian Branch. Sam Hubbard. Fred Warner. Damn it, Micah Parsons. Yeah, I'm not finding anybody I want to add. This is not good. J.K. Dobbins. This is bad. Unreal. Unreal. Okay, so man, I do not want to do this. Had Travis Etienne Jr. last year on my team, and he was useless, but I think Tanks Bigsby's also useless, so we'll throw him down there in the running back dungeon. So, not thrilled about this one. Jeez. just got a contract extension. Welcome, Turd Ferguson. All right. Pretty good here. All right, let's try this out. Come on, Miss Jeffrey Simmons.
Rising up, it's the time to shine. Gotta rise up, rise, every play, every line. Meeseeks in the game, we're ready to fight. Wiggle wise and trades, we'll take that fight. We're here to dominate, we'll never back down. In this draft, we're kings, wearing victory's crown. The entity's electric if you feel it in the air. With every pick we make, there's a spark we declare. In every challenge race, we rise to the fall.
Kyle Pitts, Byron Murphy, Zach Bond, had him on the radar. I just think Edrin Cooper now with Parsons is going to have a chance. This is, I don't know, it's a weird draft. Seems like a weird one. Brewers losing, but the Cubs lost today too. I was hoping the Brewers would win 100 games, but I just don't think that's happening. They had old Fettuccine on the mound yesterday. Damn it. All right, 8 picks. Well, we've got some solid roster moves here, so you know, I think things. We'll see how it grades out. I'm going to say it grades as a B minus. I think I'll be graded out as a B minus. I was thinking about the Green Bay defense. I think I had them for a while last year. Um, certainly with Parsons, but I don't know. I don't think LaFleur's done. And I just I just see a lot of points being given up. But I mean, Green Bay will have games when they'll hold someone. Rashi Rice, yeah, I thought about him. Six game suspension and the injury though. It's kind of hard to figure out what he's going to be like midseason. So I thought about that. Thought he was going to the paddle boards. Spent a lot of time in Martha's Vineyard. Well, we are 3 picks away from having a chance to add a couple dudes to the roster here. I'm It's just crazy. I mean, I'm literally getting from ChatGPT of like players who were starters 2 seasons ago. All right, so we've got all right. Come on. Really? Okay. Uh well, I got this guy queued up, so I don't know. Let's see what we want to do here. All right, well, Evan McPherson, welcome. Welcome to the Meeseeks. I think I think that's a quality pick. All right. So now we're going deep a little bit, but I've been watching this one for a while. Michael Pittman Jr. Man, oh man, they let that guy park close to the stadium. He is really slow. He's like, I don't move like lightning anymore. TJ Watt. Man, okay. Well, welcome Emmanuel Wilson. Taking him, I think it's a value pick here. Anything happens to Josh Jacobs, Wilson does seem to get some touches every game. So, but yeah, I think we're going to bring him on board here. He says, talk to him on the phone. Yeah, guess what, buddy? Yeah, that's the good news. You're not going to play for Andy. Yeah, the waiver wire, I would never get you. It's inverse. I'm always like in a bad spot there. So Manuel Wilson, welcome, welcome to the Meeseeks here, buddy. We are welcoming Emmanuel Wilson to the Meeseeks, and it's good times for Emmanuel Wilson. So of the Green Bay Packers, welcome. Drake May. Everybody hates the Drake. Yeah, I agree. The indoor track. Um, that was crazy down at Camp Randall. Yeah, Ramadre Stevenson. Um, I couldn't believe that they did that. That whole project, and they're trying to kind of take more space there. All right. Man, like the dudes I'm seeing here aren't even. They're not even on my list here. Like in the top 25, none of these dudes are showing up. Really bad. We're in some trouble here in the secondary. I don't even know who like most of these guys are. This is not good. Get this. All right, 7 picks until my turn. Man, oh man, oh man. Jeez. Josh Downs, yeah, briefly was on the Meeseeks last year. Might have been like 2 times. And we iced him, canned him. See you later. Adios, amigos. Yeah, Zach Charbonnet, right? Okay, here we go. Uh, we're gonna go first with a Teron Johnson, cornerback, Buffalo. Guy had a lot of tackles, a couple interceptions. So like I like cornerbacks that get tackles. So um, so let's bring him on board. All right. So starting to put together a defense here for the Meeseeks. Not too shabby. Now we got to wait for Andy to get through. Come on, Andy. Quentin Williams. Whoa, I just saw streamer. A guy just retired. Renardo Green. I had him. Oh man, that kind of sucks. That was a good pick. Yeah, because he's going to be starting. But we are bringing Brandon Jones, safety from Denver. A guy with a lot of tackles, his solo tackles, 3 interceptions last year, fumble recovery. Just a hell of a good player. That's the goal here. So welcome Brandon Jones to the Meeseeks safety. Get in there and check out the Meeseeks. Yeah, see what's happening with the Meeseeks. So.
Rising up, it's a time to shine. Gotta rise up, rise, every play, every line. Meeseeks in the game, we're ready to fight. We're the ones and trades, we'll take that fight. We're here to dominate, we'll never back down. In this draft, we're kings, wearing victory's crown. The energy's electric if you feel it in the air. With every pick we make, there's a spark we declare. In every challenge raised, we rise to the fall.
Picking guys, now we're up in like the 5,000th range.
Draft making waves today. Fast moves, we're gonna score high. Jump up, feel that thrill, let's fly. Let's go, we rise to the beat. Mr. Meeseeks, let's make this night complete.
NFLR status. Yeah, I don't know. Jaden Higgins. All right, the Meeseeks making it happen here. 8 picks until our turn. Go, Meeseeks, go. Chris is like loading up on linebackers. I don't know, man. You can find a lot of linebackers out there. So Badgers lead 3-0 here in the third against the Miami Redhawks. So Another thrilling season opener. I miss who was that coach after Alvarez? Can't think of his name. I want to say Brian something. It'll come up here. Brett Bielema, yeah. So, where he dropped 70, 80 points on a team. I mean, now you're winning 3-0 against the Turkey Chickens. I don't know. Not a fan of that. So, well, we have 7 picks until our turn here. Meeseeks. Oh, I think we're going to make a couple phone calls here. Yep. Good news, buddy. You're still on the board, and we've got you. So keep you posted, but we're looking to bring you into Meeseeks land. So yeah, I know it's exciting. Yeah. No, I don't think Andy will take you. So Mike, yeah, I know he's rich. Yeah, league commissioner. Yeah. So probably get a great contract there, but All right. Well, anyway, we're next. So let's see here. It's a pretty big move for us if we can make this happen. I don't know what takes Mike so long to draft. Mike. Who did Mike draft? Cam Taylor Britt. Jeez, Mike, come on. Right, welcome. On the phone right now, we have Max Crosby, who was with us last year. A little bit of injury, but that guy's an animal, and Vegas is looking rebound this year. So welcome, Max Crosby. You're being drafted again I know you're glad to be back, and we're glad to have you back. So, all right, buddy, I'm going to make it official, Max, and welcome to the Meeseeks. Yes. Yeah, Rib River Ballroom, Jack, the buffet, everything's better than ever. Some stadium improvements this year. So you're just going to we got a really good team. You're going to love these guys. Edrin Cooper, yeah. Well, let me bring you on board here. Thanks, Max. Oh, Max Crosby. Talkative, man. Really glad, really thankful to be a part of this Meeseeks franchise. It's kind of, what can you say? All right. What do we have? What do we have on deck here? All right. I'm going to study this one out a little bit. He signed a $60 million contract in March of 2025. Former first round pick, Pro Bowler, 21, 22, 401 tackles, 42 sacks. Welcome, everybody. Jonathan Allen to the Meeseeks. Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep. I'm not at home. Where could I be? Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home. All right. Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep.
Rising up, it's the time to shine. Gotta rise up, rise, every play, every line. Meeseeks in the game, we're ready to fight. Wave the wise and trades, we'll take that fight. We're here to dominate, we'll never back down. In this draft, we're kings, wearing victory's crown. The energy's electric, if you feel it in the air. With every victory make, there's a spark we declare. Every challenge faced, we rise to the fall.
Jonathan Allen, welcome aboard here to the Meeseeks. Doing a hell of a job. Kyle Williams, New England. Wow. Jonathan Allen. Badgers could use him tonight. They're in trouble. Go, Meeseeks, go. McAfee's is trying to go to auto draft. No, once you commit, man, you're in. What do we got here? 5 rounds to go. I'm guessing a B- for my draft. So getting a lot of ads here. Scott White is saying IDP. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. All right, so right here we have the Meeseeks. Marvin Mims. Yeah, not a bad pick, I guess. Myles Garrett. Oh, holy smokes. Oh, God, we're on the board here. All right, so we are going to load up here, and we're going with Jamie Sherwood. 2024, Sherwood led the Jets with 158 total tackles, 98 were solo. Yeah. Every down, he's a high snap guy, 1,000 snaps in 2024. He's crazy. And he's coming on board here with us. So he is just a wow. He projected to be a top 10. So we're bringing this guy on board. Jets 3 or $45 million contract. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This looks like we have three picks to go here. So man, I don't know about this. Let's check what's left. If there's anybody with a quasi skill position. Wow, like everybody offense seems off the board. Let's do another check here. Jimmy Garoppolo. No thanks. All right. Wow. Darren Waller. Not a big fan of this pick, but what happened to him last year? It's 2024. Oh, he comes out of retirement. Jeez. Well, he's 33. I don't know. Not a great pick there. So that's not a good one. I can already see a couple guys will be releasing. Darnell Mooney, interesting pick. Guy's had his moments. All right, here, live in the Meeseeks draft room. Has anybody posted any comments? Scott's got some good comments here. So I don't know. I'm not feeling 2 picks until my turn. I've got a couple ideas here. So
Rising up, it's the time to shine. Gotta rise up, rise, every play, every line. So meet you to the game, we're ready to fight. Wave the wise and trades, we'll take that fight. We're here to dominate, we'll never back down. In this draft, we're kings, wearing victory's crown. The energy's electric if you feel it in the air. With every pick we make, there's a spark we declare. And every challenge faced, we rise to the fall.
all right. Well, we're 1 pick away. All right, Daniel Hunter's off the board, but Parker Washington is on the board. Had some good games last year with Washington, so or he's with Jacksonville. Well, yeah, and played well in the slot during some injuries. So Jalen Lane, I was considering. Trey Tucker, kind of inconsistent. And you got Devontae Adams. So Parker Washington, buddy, you're coming on board. Looks like we have 1 pick left here, and boy, oh boy, this is looking bad. Yeah, talent is off the board here. I don't know. Wasn't thrilled with that. Waller's going to be gone, but I've no shot at the waiver wire. So that's just the reality, folks. Just the way it is.
It's time, get ready to play. Mr. Meeseeks in the draft, making waves today. Fast moves, we're gonna score high. Jump up, feel that thrill, let's fly. Let's go, we rise to the beat. Mr. Meeseeks, let's make this night complete.
My team is full. Yeah, Waller's the experiment here. You know, if he's the number one in Miami, that might have been a good pick. A little heavy at tight end, and I can shift that around a little bit. But overall, I think pretty good. I mean, not a lot of missed opportunities. Coming back here, I think Joe Burrow at quarterback is good. Goff, you know, Detroit likes to put up a lot of points, so Etienne at running back was, I don't know, had him last year and I played him maybe twice and he was useless. So you almost have to handcuff the Bigsby, but then you're like double useless. So not a fan of that. So catch me doing a post-draft analysis here in just a minute. Going to move this over to the side. So everybody, yeah. It's a good draft. So get on over and check out the stream here for a post-draft analysis. Right there is posted. Get in there. Let's see what's going on. So all right, so we've got the Meeseeks right here, and we're going to remove this, and we're going to talk about our draft. So looks like the draft is complete. So let's see what the grades are. Those usually come out pretty quick here. So let's take a look at my roster. So it looks like they have like 10 minutes you have to stay in here yet. I'm not sure what that's all about. But try to get out of this. Draft is complete. And then I don't really have. I don't know when it goes in and does like a ranking for these. So let's go in the chat, see what's happening. What round is it? Surprise Moody? Yeah, I was surprised Moody was still around too. Darnell Mooney. So the draft is officially over. So now the rankings will come out for the draft. Or last year I had an A- and I was 2-12, but I did finish in 9th place with a win. So I finished the season with a win. Otherwise, the Meeseeks have a couple banners here, and We're going to get those up in just a second so you can see the banners right here for the Meeseeks. I'm going to take myself. All right, so there you got to see the championship banners for the Meeseeks. Really some good stuff. So right there, the Meeseeks. 2020, I forgot I won in 2021 because I made it as a 6th seed and was able to get in. So yeah, so let's kind of get an update here on the Wisconsin Badgers football team. Badgers football 10-0 over the Miami Redhawks. Man, what a letdown. So well, I guess it's a win. So you can make the Tostitos Bowl. So yeah, here we go. Meeseeks, mighty Meeseeks. We are the Meeseeks. All right, so let's go and kind of try to check out here how things have panned out. So what is going on? This isn't good. All right, so been in this league about 20 years, and no, more than that, like 25 years. I don't know. Now I can't even get to the fantasy football stuff. Hang on. All right, so let's see where I'm. Let's kind of check. Let's go through our teams. Let's do that. So I'm gonna bring in and let's take a look at our team here. So I'll get down in the corner. All right, so our quarterback, Joe Burrow, I feel good with that. I've never had him for quarterback before, but 43 touchdowns. So Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver. So that was my second pick in the draft. So we're looking for good things there. Marvin Harrison, so he'll get the ball thrown his way a lot. Saquon Barkley. So yeah, Kenny Walker, Seattle. Seattle just seems to be pretty stable. Mark Andrews, not a big fan, but Jalen Waddell. I mean, without Tyreek Hill, Waddell, I think becomes kind of your default number one. So I feel good about that. Jordan Mason, I don't know if I would play him or not, but Aaron Jones is injury prone, so Jared Goff, I think, is a really solid backup. I could switch him over to starter if need be. So I feel good at my quarterback position because Detroit tries to run up the score. Travis Etienne, yeah, I'm not thrilled with that. Jake Ferguson, so it looks like we really loaded up at tight end here. So is that the first time we hit tight end? So should have a, okay season in Dallas. Emmanuel Wilson always gets touches, and if anything happened to Josh Jacobs, he'd be getting the ball. Darren Waller, we'll see what happens. might not make the team. Parker Washington, again, we'll see what happens. He can fill in Jacksonville and with another year under his belt. So Hunter Henry, I don't know, probably don't see him hanging around real long. Evan McPherson, yeah, I mean, feel good about that as a kicker. I was going to go for McManus to the Packers, but he was gone. Denver for defense just had a really high ranking, 63 tackles or sacks last year. So I think Green Bay would have been a good pick too. Edgerrin Cooper, awesome first year, and now with Parsons, I think it's going to open up even more for him. Jonathan Allen playing inside there, and Max Crosby, did well for me last year. He got injured, so I had to change out there. So if anything, I probably should have got another defensive end, but it's not like there won't be defensive ends available. Teron Johnson at cornerback, Buffalo, a lot of tackles. Brandon Jones, a lot of tackles. And Jamie Sherwood got a nice contract extension. So I don't know, team analysis, is it here yet? I don't want to do any of that stuff. Did we get our rating yet? So there's usually a score, or not, there's a grade that comes out. So, but here is your Meeseeks roster. So, yeah, I mean, generally I feel pretty good about this. So let's see what's going on over here in the chat. Yeah, Scott White. So thanks, buddy. All right. Super chats needed. I agree, buddy. Let's get out of here. I'm going to see if I've been graded or not. I don't know. It usually is posted about this time. So I open the season as right now a 122, 118 favorite over Moz Mac and Cheese. So we'll see how that holds up. But I don't know. I feel, pretty good about this draft overall. I said I was. What? Oh, I guess that's not a big thing. Yeah, Micah Parsons would have been interesting to bring in. All right, so usually there's like a draft summary, which I'm not seeing yet. So I'm curious because like it should appear. So let's see if they graded out my. Ooh, no, this can't be. I got to look at this. Are you? Whoa! I got an A plus. I got an A plus. Unbelievable. Wow, let's share the news here. So All right. The Meeseeks take the draft crown A plus for awesome. I've never had an A plus in a draft before, so let's read through this and see what's going on. Mr. Meeseeks strutted into the draft like a rock star, snagging an A plus grade and leaving the competition in the dust with a projected record of 13 and oh my god, 13-1-0. This is insane. There's no way, but this team is poised to dominate Northern hospitality and secure that coveted top playoff spot. Wow. Sure, the schedule's a bit tougher than a $2 steak, sitting at the fifth hardest, but with a whopping 1,938.67 projected points. That's what killed me last year. I just didn't get enough offense. A bad defense too, but wow. So this is pretty amazing. So hang on here. So I gotta just free up a little space there. While Mr. Meeseeks hit a home run with their best pick, snatching Brian Thomas Jr. at 19, the ADPs at 16, they did take a swing and miss at 79, where Jared Goff was waiting like a sad puppy. But hey, even the best teams, I don't know. He's a backup quarterback, and Detroit puts up a lot of points, right? That's their mantra. So I don't think getting Goff was a reach, but backup quarterback. But anyway, with two players on bye week 9, it's time to hope for a miracle or a decent backup. I don't know. I'll figure it out. All in all, Mr. Meeseeks is ready to roll, and if they kept this up, they might just make the playoffs look like a walk in the park. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going in A plus. So, best draft pick, worst draft pick, Jared Goff. I'm surprised by that. Okay, man. Yeah, Saquon Barkley. There's a lot of stuff here. So, wow. Unbelievable. We took the number one draft spot. Wow. Um, I'm blown away by that. All right. Let's see if I can get a link. I don't think I can get a link to this. I don't think it lets you share it. Maybe it does. It does let you share it. All right, we are putting that out here. So, all right, it's going up on Twitter. To hashtag it out here like crazy. All right. Huh. Okay. Well. And all right. All right, Meeseeks. We got to cheer on that Meeseeks team. Okay, so let's check out the wow. All right. Well, I don't know, man. The Meeseeks, it should let you see how everybody. All right, so let's go back over here. So I am projected to finish 13-1, 100 yards to freedom, 10-4, Yaki Drive, 10-4, Moz Mac and Cheese, 9-5. My friend Andy, 5-9. This is unbelievable. I'm stunned. I mean, it's just I'm just hoping to get into the playoffs, right? You got to be one of the top 6, and if I can get in the top 2, I get a bye. Anything can happen in the playoffs. So, but this is good news. We are, you know, definitely feeling it. So I'm just stunned that that we're coming in here. It's Bolo. Are using AI to trick the uninitiated. So it looks very convincing. So, yeah, I don't know what you're exactly referencing with AI, but I just got done with the fantasy football draft, and everything I just put up is from Yahoo. So same guys I've kind of been in the league with for like 25, 30 years. So I'm picked to win the league at 13-1. The only AI was I was using it to compare some draft picks, but even that was real sketchy and it took too long because you only have so much time. But I feel like it did help a little bit here. So this is one of my favorite songs that I have here for the team. So let's bring this one up, and if I can find it here. All right, here we go.
Rising up, it's a time to shine. Gotta rise up, rise, every play, every line. Meeseeks in the game, we're ready to fight. Wiggle wise and trades, we'll take that fight. We're here to dominate, we'll never back down. In this draft, we're kings, wearing victory's crown. The energy's electric if you feel it in the air. With every victory make, there's a spark we declare. In every challenge raised, we rise to the fall.
Whoa. A little bit of Meeseeks anthem going on there. So, all right. It looks very convincing. So, all right. Bolo, you need to drop a $200 super chat. So, get us over the hump. I need to get that banner off of here. So, all right. Well, everybody, I am going to wrap it up. I am pretty stunned here that, you know, that it seemed like a good draft. So things were falling in place. We'll see where things go. So last year I didn't make the playoffs as in the consolation bracket. So then, you got to work your way through that. But yeah, I mean, this is just good to have the initial rank. I was supposed to finish 9-5 per whatever, last year, and I finished 2-12. So, um, but it would make for a fun season to really be able to light it up. So, does anybody have any questions or comments in the chat before I wrap it up here? I need to kind of clean this up a little bit here. So, yeah. All right. Any questions in the chat from the again? So I won the league in 2021. A strange thing about that is I don't remember winning it that year. So because I got in at the end there with the playoffs, was able to make a run. So let me just kind of check things out here before I bail out. Okay, fantasy. Yeah, I don't know. Looking pretty good here. I think Saquon Barkley and Brian Thomas Jr. Again, I think Jared Goff was a good pick. I could have gone with Jordan Love, but with Josh Jacobs, also playing kind of outside, and Green Bay can be conservative at times. I just thought when the two were available to go with Goff. And if I look here last year, I don't know how many touchdowns he had. 37 touchdowns he threw for last year. So I mean, so yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I think they'll do okay. Yeah. Everything I'm reading is like he has a top 10 fantasy, chance, and he's my backup quarterback. So feeling good about that. All right. Well, if we don't have any more comments, I'm going to sign off here. So thanks everyone for participating in the 2025 draft here from Mr. Meeseeks. Again, per Yahoo, we are picked to be 13-1 and the league champions out of 10 teams, and that's true. So you can go on Twitter, and if you follow me, there's a link to it. It's auto-generated, of course. It's all just we'll see what's happening, but it is pretty fun to have that. So I feel like it's a good night. So okay, well, I've been kind of hanging on this for a while, so I'm going to officially wrap it up here. So again, everybody, thank you so much for participating. Welcome, Scott White, by the way, and Bolo. Yeah, I hope I win too. I hope I make the playoffs. That's a big thing. Is I didn't make the top 6, and if you can get in the top 2, you get a bye, which positions you a lot better because you only have to play 2 games then. But yeah, last year was just I was so far out of competition, finishing at 2-12. Although I did win the 9th place game. So it's exciting. I like this roster. This was a good night, kind of a good setup here. So thanks for being part of it. And this is the safety dock, and I am out of here, but I'm going to play the draft stuff as I exit. So